Hi, Caleb from Brownells here. I'm here today with Steve Ostrem, and today we're going to talk about the SIG Sauer sight numbering system, how to understand it, and how to choose the right sight for your firearm.
Yeah, this is something we get a lot of calls on. SIG sights aren't all that straightforward, and getting the right one for your gun can mean the difference between hitting center of target and hitting way off somewhere. So we thought we'd go through it with you and see what we can do to make it clearer.
SIG's made the numbering system pretty easy to understand if you know what to look for. All you really need to know is that the higher the number, the higher your point of impact is going to be. The lower the number, the lower the point of impact is going to be. When replacing either the front or rear sight, as the number goes up, the point of impact is going to go up, and as the number goes down, the point of impact is going to go down.
So that's true for the front and the rear sight?
That's true for the front and the rear sight.
Well, that means if you want to raise the point of impact, you go from like a number 6 to a number 8?
That's correct.
That means a number 8 front sight is shorter than a number 6 front sight.
Absolutely.
So this numbering system is a little counterintuitive in a way, because the higher the number doesn't necessarily mean the higher the sight, rather the higher the point of impact.
That's correct.
So say you got a number 6 sight on this SIG here, and you move to a number 8. What's going to happen like at 25 yards?
So moving from a 6 to an 8, that's two numbers. So on the front sight, that's going to put you at 10 thousandths, which is going to change your point of impact 2 inches.
Okay. That's a pretty good adjustment. What if you jump 2 points on the rear sight? If you go from a 6 to an 8, you're going to again print higher. Is that going to print the same or higher yet?
It's going to be different, because on the rear sight, each number is 10 thousandths, so that's going to put you at 20 thousandths, which is going to put you at a 4-inch change.
So that gives you coarse adjustment and fine adjustment on your SIG.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I still don't know if I agree with the numbering system or not, but I can get my head around it now. So when you get a set of sights from SIG, I imagine they've been put on at the factory like with laser bore sighting or something, or how do they know which set to put on there?
Correct, yes. So, which in a lot of cases, I'll take the Legion for example, there's plenty of 226 Legions out there that have an 8 front and 8 rear, or you'll also see them with a 6 front and an 8 rear.
Okay.
And that's from the factory, so they've been tuned before they get to your hands, and they should be the correct point of impact.
But they do have a way of zeroing them in kind of before they leave the factory?
Yes, they do.
All right. So if somebody is shooting a particular type of ammo, or has a particular type of grip that makes him print low or high on the target, there's a way to fix that with a factory sight, and you can go on down the road and have your groups perfectly centered.
That's absolutely right.
Cool. Man, that wasn't so hard.
Not at all. If you know what to look for, it's super easy.
So we've got a 226 and a 228 here, is that correct?
That's correct.
So the sight system for those is the same. How about the rest of the SIG line? Like I've got a 320, a P320.
Sights are the same on the P320. 938s are the same. 238s are the same. The only thing that's really going to be different on is going to be their 1911s and of course the 210.
Okay, so otherwise across the SIG line you're pretty safe using this number system.
Absolutely.
Oh, cool. That makes it easy. Before we leave, one last question. How does somebody know which sights are on the gun already?
Well, SIG has made that pretty easy. They've printed it right there on the sights. On the front sight, it's usually going to be on the dovetail portion of it. On the rear sight, it's either going to be on the left or right hand side, depending on which type sight it is.
And if you have any questions about the SIG sights, you can give us a call on the tech line. We'll be glad to help you out. That's really all there is to it.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.